Radio Biafra transmitter. Who does that? Who does that? I think at this point, let those, if they want kick Kanu, make them chop in body, nobody rest. If they want fire, make them fire, nobody rest. Not be to the drag am, yeah. If you want to fire him, and then let Nigerians rest. Because at this point now, I've lost interest in Nigerian judiciary, even Justice Omo, I am not happy with the ruling he gave today. It's really a show of shame to the Yorubas. It is the Yorubas and the Fulanis that are holding that man Kanu. Yes, because if the Senator is not, if he wants to be transparent, he would not tell Nigerians that the case should be moved from the federal high court, from federal high court to the DSS headquarters. Yes, DSS headquarters. No, democracy and justice in Nigeria has been murdered today. Has been murdered in the sense that nobody in his right senses would move a court section from the court premises and take it to a government agency. Nobody does that. In anywhere in the world where there is an arbitration, an abilitio, whereby a judge will move a court sitting from the federal court in Abuja to the government agency, stating that he wants to examine whatsoever the chief judge wants to examine ought to have been done in the court.
But do you not think they have the power? Do you not think they have the power to since they are the federal government?
The federal government does not have such power to that. Being the court at that point, there is always checks and balance. Everything that needed to be done, needed to be cross-examined, needed to be presented, ought to have been done in the court. You moved a case that involves a whole contraption, because Kanu as a city now represents a whole tribe. Kanu alone is not just in the court; he's fighting for the unborn generation, and then over 70 million of Biafrans are with him. So, with your biased mind, you've moved the court from the you've moved the case from the court to the DSS, stating what stupid offense. Now you know how fetish and how the DSS can conspire to bring in a lot of cooked evidence against this young man. Everything that let's not forget that DSS themselves are the major prosecutor in all of this. So the DSS, whatsoever evidence they have, should also be tendered in the court. This is what absolute rubbish. Rubbish. Nobody in this what right sense it would comply to this, because this is root of justice. Because Kanu has just been ripped of his judicial processes. Kanu has just Nigerian judiciary has just butchered the hope of the Igbos. The Nigerian judiciary has just killed Nigerian because nobody. I felt Justice Omo was an upright man, not knowing he was planted there by the felony Nigerians to play along. So yes, he is. With what transpired today, Justice Omo is being planted by the Fulanis just to play along. We saw how Justice Yako came out against Kanu. It was so obvious that Justice Yako never liked Kanu in the first place. She did not sell any pretense to the people. She came out and said, okay, now this guy might not get justice under my vote, but ever since Justice Omo came, we saw that for the past months, Kanu has been winning fervently in court. But today, why would a judge? Nobody does that now. You don't hear before. A judge moving a court session down to a government agency. Now we are saying that now. Tomorrow, Kanu court on the 19th, Kanu will be going to court. 19. Kanu court hearing will be done in the DSS conference center. Who does that? In a conference center. So that means that That means that those his 70 members will be deprived. Some of his legal team would be deprived. Do you know the what intimidation Kanu would face in the DSS custody?
But some will say Namdi Kanu have been in the custody for a very long time. That is nothing new. Or is it different from him facing his child?
This is different. Okay. If Kanu is in DSS custody, nobody is interrogating Kanu. Kanu is just there as a suspect, and then also as an accused person. But this one is quite different. But from you, how would you tell people that it's like there's a court process and the titles of justice of Nigeria are just moved a court session to a government agency in which the government had won prosecuting Kanu? It's like the judiciary is not taking side. Yes, because now those who want to nail Kanu are those in government, and now the chief and then the judge has just given them avenue for Kanu to be nailed. Yes, because nobody in this, all this, that is why I don't trust Yoruba judge. I don't trust them in the first place. When all this happen, why can't they appoint a Southside judge to take over this case? I thought Justice Omososo was a very good man. He is not about this. This is ripped justice for Kanu. Ejimako and his son should appeal this. That nobody should move that case from the Federal High Court Abuja to a DSS. You know DSS. People won't kill you.
Oh, is it now looking as if they want to get, or how will I put it now, give Namdi Kanu that jail sentence that they've wanted to do since all this while?
This is not looking like a child's play to me. It is not a child's play because in the democratic settings, every evidence, every cross examination needed to be done in court. The court, they say, is the hope of the common man, but this one, the court is not even the hope of Namdi Kanu again. Talk of the common man, and who is this common man? Kanu is the common man fighting for the interest of the common people. But one man, a Yoruba man, has come on here and is winning everything. He's doing everything possible to thwart the freedom of Namdi Kanu. You saw what happened. That when it was obvious that when they put allegation that it was Okalu that acquired Gulak, they were not happy about it. Yes, because Hope Uzodinma, which is the governor of Imo State, came out to say that IPOB were not the people killing in the southeastern part of Nigeria. Now, the Nigerian government were not happy about this revelation. So now this, I was so perplexed today when I saw the news that a court trial was being moved. Nobody does that anywhere in the world. And yesterday, Tinubu was in the house saying that this is democracy. Democracy by foot. Why would a court that should be independent move its section to the DSS office, and the DSS are the one holding Kanu, and then some people in their mindset will come out and say Kanu will get justice. How does Kanu want to get justice?
Okay, but a lot of people have come out and said that there's nothing bad if Namdi Kanu brings in radio transmitter from whichever location or country is bringing them from. That it just radio transmitter is used to pass information. That is not carrying any arms or any weapon. So what is the offense, or what is the bad thing if he bring arm from other countries?
How I feel I can testify against the Nigerian state in court. Yesterday, the former governor of Ekiti State, Kayode Fayemi, during June 12 rally, he spoke how he smuggled radio transmitter during Kudirat during Abacha regime. He said it. Nobody was against him. So someone bringing in radio transmitter, it is not a crime. So that means if radio transmitter was a crime, Kayode Fayemi should also be arrested for it. Yes, because he said it that he smuggled radio transmitter from Lagos to London. during the Abedja regime. So the radio transmitter was being this is what a radio station that is what approved legally, not just squawk one, that is being approved legally. Now you are saying that what he should not bring in radio transmitter just because of their what evil deeds. It is because of their what of their evil deeds. That is why they are what against the radio transmitter, and then that is why they are doing everything possible. They have seen that lately they have lost the ground. You see, you said Kanu buy people, and now they said Kanu did not sponsor NSAS. Even the youth came out and said that it was not Kanu that sponsored it. Opposition said Kanu boys, IPOB is not the one killing, that this is what opposition. Gulag, Kanu, opposition said it was not Kanu that buy Gulag, and now you are saying about radio transmitter. The radio transmitter they are talking about is that of Biafra radio. So how do they run Biafra radio if there will not be radio transmitter? How will people get signal if there will not be a transmitter?
But do you think the call feels that he might have added weapons or arms as well as the radio transmitter? Because if we saw what happened in the court today when a certain Onyami testified against Namdi Kanu. Namdi Kanu said he should buy 2,000 people, but he was able to buy 30 persons. Do you think that Namdi Kanu could have done this? Maybe that's why Judge Omotoso is asking for what? For them to examine the container that was used to bring this transmitter.
Even if you want to examine the container, you can examine the container. So wait, all these years, 5 years, for good 5 years, the container has not been examined and inspected by what DSS. Now let me tell you something. If a DSS arrests a suspect, everything in the hand of suspects or that suspect will be what? Examine first. Don't let anybody deceive you. The DSS is being fishy. The justice or the Omotoso is taking sides. For 5 years that Kanu was being arrested. You are telling Nigerians that was everything that was arrested when Kanu was being kidnapped. You did not for one day examine it. My brother woke up now for 5 years. Okay, now. So if you did not examine it, how do you know there was a radio transmitter? Let the DSS and the court come and tell us. If they did not examine Kanu belongings, how did they know there was a radio transmitter in it? So why are they suspecting that there's gun in it? Why would Kanu be carrying container? Container. Kanu was on his way to Nairobi, and then he was what smuggled all the way from Kenya. So why Kanu was being smuggled to Nigeria? Was it smuggled along with the container too? These are the questions we should ask ourselves. Nobody, the DSS and the Nigerian government should stop being petty. In all of this, they are becoming too petty. Whereby I see that an agency of government is trying everything possible just to control the judge and the judiciary. They've turned themselves to wicked. Nigeria has become a state of mockery today. Because see, for over 30 years now, I have never heard whereby a court section is moved outside the court premises to the government agency just because you want justice. Nobody does that.
This is people like Wike. We even want the freedom of Namdi Kanu because we've heard Namdi Kanu attack him and Uzodinma, times to time number previously.
Those who want the freedom of Namdi Kanu are the poor masses. Every political elite in the southeast does not want Kanu to be free. My brother, who do you think is holding Kanu? Let's put aside the Fulanis. Let's put aside those in government authority. The Igbo leaders themselves are holding Kanu because Kanu will take their shine if Kanu is being released today.
But we had people like Ralph, our colleague here, say the Southeast governors are not the one holding him. That is Tinubu.
Raf, that is his own view. My brother, when Sunday Igboho was being arrested, we saw Yoruba governors rally around the president to make sure that Sunday Igboho was released. What are the efforts of the Southeastern governors? What is the effort of the what or let's say Indigbo to make sure that Kanu is being released? My brother, I can tell you with my chest today that those holding Kanu, see, because today, now let me give you a scenario. Today, Kanu, 70% of the Igbos now I believe in Kanu. Why? Because Kanu closed that vacuum when the state governors could not close. Kanu was there when the state governors could not speak to him. Kanu presence was felt when Fulanis were behind them, in which the state governors were not on ground to defend them. Kanu voice was being vocal, and that is why I see that today every average Nigerian or every Igbo man, aside from those in government, love Kanu because Kanu stood and fought for them. Majority now today, without being told, go to the Southeast, do your random sample. Let's match all the governors together, all the 5 governors of Southeast. Pusodima, Pitamba, Ebonyi governor, Uwufu, Alesoti. Let them stand there and let Kanu stand there and see who the people will follow. Kanu is not yet even the governor. The people choose to sit at home on his court days, and now you are telling me that the governors are not the, nobody will want Kanu to take their shine, because this men know that Kanu has taken their shine. Kanu took their shine. That is why they are doing everything. Now they've paid Justice Omotosho to say that Kanu court session will not be moved. Has not moved from the court premises, High Court. Unless Ejimako, no grief for them. Appeal it. Yes. Sorry, Ejimako. This is right now. If fully Aloy is fighting for the interest of Kanu, this issue of them moving the court case to the justice headquarters need to be appealed.
But a lot of Biafrans are not happy. At first, they said Nnamdi Kanu have insisted that no court in Nigeria can try him. But Aloy Ejimaka, I think, and his Nnamdi Kanu legal counsel were the one that insisted on this trial. Maybe they tried to convince Nnamdi Kanu to go ahead. But if Nnamdi Kanu were to get what they don't want, like, what do you feel? What do you think?
No court in Nigeria has the jurisdiction to try Nnamdi Kanu, because most of these alleged offences they're claiming committed was not done on the soil of Nigeria. But those as we are in a country where justice has been ripped, where there's no hope and life for the common man. So my own proposed appeal to Aloy Ejimako is that I am noticing that something is wrong. Kanu might not come back alive if that trial continues in that DSS custody. Yes.
They might indict him.
But Kanu will not come back alive. Kanu, I can bet you.
Now they stay now.
See, my brother, now they stay different from now they want to do trial.
So they will go indict them. Like, you don't trust DSS.
I don't trust them because they are not coming up with what flimsy stories.
Yeah. So what we've seen in court. What we've seen in court. You don't trust what the DSS have been. I
don't trust Justice Omotosho again. At first, we saw how Justice Mika Anyako was not being sincere with Kanu. But now we thought Justice Omotosho is being sincere. But now that he said that all container, I don't know what they can sell. When I want go examine. The last time I checked, Kanu is a freedom fighter. Kanu is a charger. Kanu is a paper. When we say let's say go check container. Because most times I find it too difficult that we are in a country whereby a judge is saying make them move court session to come up for court, they go to the DSS office just to favor one particular agent. My brother, there is what we call ultra virus. That is in the law term. That is called the excess use of power. The Nigerian government is overusing this power to intimidate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nigerian government, they are the prosecutor, and now you are telling us to take court case to my what enemy's house. I will not come back alive now. Kanu will not come back alive, because this is a well this is a well scripted plan that just play along, for some months, and then see if Kanu is actually getting that edge and that popularity, we will now twist the whole thing, and now that is what's playing out. That's what you're saying now. Now that means for the 19 and the 26 court case, there will not be court case again. It would not be done inside the DSS office. That will be seated by the DSS boss, AGF, Kanu lawyer, just for people. Media no carry anything. Later now they will come and say Kanu imported 22 billion ammunition into the country. Okay, if fully now I will say it again and I will say it again. For 5 years that Kanu has been in DSS custody, I say that DSS has not examined what Kanu got into the country. So if they have not examined, how do Justice Omosh also know that Kanu has a transmitter on him? All this thing again. Now game. Kanu has said it that he knows that he will not get justice. Kanu has foreseen the future. So I think they should stop deceiving us. If they want to jail him, let them jail him. Yes, because all the other thing they are doing is well scripted. It's well scripted. No, they whine us. Nigerian government and DSS, they whine us. You claim Kanu, and now you are saying, see, where today I have lost confidence in this whole case, because you telling the people that for 5 years all what Kanu brought into the country was not examined. Then how did DSS arrest him? It's like police arresting you as a suspect. Everything found on you that time will be tendered as what exhibits in the court of law. They saw that Kanu has won all the charges against them. Now they are now using Radio Biafra transmitter. Who does that? I think at this point, let those, if they want kill Kanu, make them chop him body, nobody rest. If they want fire, make them fire, nobody rest. Not be to the drag him, yeah. If you want to fire him, and then let Nigerians rest. Because at this point now, I've lost interest in Nigerian judiciary. Even Justice Omotoso, I am not happy with the ruling he gave today. It's really a show of shame to the Yorubas. It is the Yorubas and the Fulanis that are holding that man's man Kanu. Yes, because if the Omotoso is not, if he wants to be transparent, he will not tell Nigerians that the case should be moved from the federal high court, from federal high court to the DSS headquarters. Yes, DSS headquarters. No be see Tinubu dey there. No be see Malami dey there. No be see Buhari dey there. For how long we go continue to deceive ourselves? Thank you for having me.